Welcome to Popcorn Chat. I'm Kurt Jarvis. The movies I will be reviewing for you this week are Mirror Mirror and Wrath of the Titans. Let's just jump right into it. Let's go with Mirror Mirror, starring Julia Roberts, Armie Hammer, and Lily Collins. I was really excited about seeing this movie. Like I said last week, I kind of had mixed feelings going into it just because I saw some trailers and I didn't think it was had a lot of promise. But I like the directors, Tarsem Singh. Some of you may or may not know that name. His best work, in my opinion, was a movie called The Cell. That was also his first movie. And a lot of people hated it. A lot of people still hate it. And I don't know why. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was storytelling done through symbolism. I thought it was storytelling done through just beautiful scenery. And he brings that same desire to Mirror Mirror. In fact, the scenery itself is very similar to The Cell. There's a scene in The Cell where you have Jennifer Lopez walking across this desert, this very linear kind of scene. And in the movie Mirror Mirror, Julia Roberts, who plays the evil queen, when she goes mirror, mirror on the wall, will walk through the mirror and goes into this alternate universe, and it has that same linear scene, except they use water instead of sand, and that was the only difference. Mirror Mirror is about, it's a Snow White adaptation. Snow White is all the craze right now. You got a TV show, you got this movie, you got another movie, all coming out about Snow White. I don't know why, but apparently people think this is something that needs to be done. I didn't like Mirror Mirror, and the reason I didn't like it is because of the lack of chemistry. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to look at. It was very pretty. There was absolutely no tension between Lily Collins and Julia Roberts, Lily Collins playing Snow White. There was absolutely no chemistry between Armie Hammer and Lily Collins, who he played the prince. And I like all three of these people. I love Armie Hammer. I'm a big Armie Hammer fan. For those of you who don't know who that is, he played the Winklevi twins in Social Network, and he's going to be the Lone Ranger in the upcoming Lone Ranger film. So you'll know all about him. Despite his dreadful name by his parents, Armie Hammer, he's a hell of an actor, and so the acting is fine. There's just no chemistry, and part of that is the actor's fault, and part of that is the script. The script was more worried about being funny and comical and staying on a well, we have to entertain the 13 and 14 and 15-year-olds and the kids. We have to keep it PG. We have to keep it below the fray, and so they didn't spend a lot of their time developing chemistry or developing anything that they could work with. There were some funny moments. I had actually three really laugh-out-loud moments. One of them by the dwarves, which, by the way, they changed the name of the dwarves. That bothered me. They're iconic. You don't have to change their names. I mean, you go from, Sleepy, Dopey, and Doc to, like, Chuck, Half Pint, and Wolf. Really? I don't know. I didn't like that at all. But anyway, the dwarves made me laugh. And Nathan Lane, who is in it, who's also brilliant. He's brilliant at everything, though. He made me laugh. Of course, he makes me laugh. He could read me the phone book and make me laugh. I just think he's a brilliant comedic actor. So I don't recommend it. The kids, every kid I've talked to seems to like it. So if you have kids and you just want to entertain the kids, it's probably worth a shot. I just with all the talent they had around that, I really wanted more, and they didn't give me more. So, it's okay. However, it's not near as bad as Wrath of the Titans. Wrath of the Titans didn't need to be made because Clash of the Titans was absolutely horrible, and they didn't improve on anything that was wrong with Clash of the Titans. Here's the only thing they did different. When Clash of the Titans came out, they were trying to cash in on all the Avatar craze, and they converted it to 3D, okay, not knowing it was going to happen. And so it looked like crap. The CGI on it was just terrible. Clash of the Titans was probably one of the worst action movies I'd seen in a long time from a graphic standpoint. And I was like, this is just awful. Okay? Now, they knew this time around it was going to be in 3D, but they still didn't shoot it for 3D. They still converted it to 3D. Why? I don't understand. If you know you're going to have a movie in 3D, why not shoot it in 3D? It makes it better. But they didn't want to do that. Of course, I railed about this a couple of weeks ago. So it still looks like crap. They didn't... I mean, it's a slight improvement, but not that much. I mean, it's... I don't know. It's like they said, okay, well, all this stuff didn't work the first time, so let's try it again. I don't get it. And again, they hire, I think, one of the same writers, and they should just fire this. This guy should never work. He has no development sense. There's no story here. I mean, the Titans are mad. Ah! That's it. That's all you get. Wrath of the Titans. They're pissed off. They're coming back for you. That's it. There's no love story. There's no nothing that's viable. There's no chemistry. There's not even a good one-liner. It's a terrible action movie. Horrible. It's dreadful. I mean, at least with cheesy action movies, I can say, look, they made me laugh. They made me, do something. This didn't make me do anything. I was trying not to fall asleep. It was just terrible. So I don't recommend Wrath of the Titans. It's worse to me than Clash of the Titans in that they did the same thing twice. To me, that makes it worse. You didn't change anything. You hired some more... The actors, I'm sure, are happy. They got paid. Sam Worthington, I think, is a really good actor. But the problem is he's taken every single role he's getting right now without thinking about it, and he's getting himself in some bad roles, and he's better than that. He's honestly better than that. Sam Worthington, for all you know, he was the lead character in Avatar. So I think he's made some interesting choices, and I think he's made some dreadful choices. Hopefully he's learned the difference in that, because I think he could have a really good career. As a matter of fact, I see him as the next James Bond. But I don't say that out too loudly, because, that's like walking on sacred ground with some people. So, out on DVD this week that you need to see. There's 2 choices. Both of them family-oriented, so this is a good week to gather the family. We bought a Zoo and Warhorse. Both of them very good. Both of them worth your time. Both of them very family-themed. And you should gather the family and rent those. If you haven't seen them, or matter of fact, I would just go buy them. But that's just me. I would just go buy them because your family is going to enjoy them. If you come back next week, I will have a special edition. I'm going to be going down the list of summer blockbuster movies and giving you my thoughts on them, because I have some serious thoughts on which I think ones I think are going to be good, ones I think that are going to be bad, just based on previews and chatter and some of the early critics' choices and some of my concerns. So please stay tuned for that. That'll be next week. Until then, I might see you at the movies.